And what helped me go through this journey was what I felt. What I felt when I was feeling low. At times I felt victim. I just thought. At times I felt, why me? At times I felt there is no help coming. I did not know. Uh, God had some plans. Uh, in India, we follow a theory of karma, and it says your karma comes back, which means if you do good deeds, you end up doing right. In the hindsight, everything is fine. What am I doing now? I went back in March of 2018. I went back to my corporate career, and I'm doing fairly well there. And the journey continues. But what has changed inside me? What are the learnings which I can get from this? Well, I could summarize those learnings as in this PPT. That What it taught me was that, uh, well, in the times like this, you know who your best friends are really, and you also know that uh, in periods like this, you know who your fair weather friends are, because they will not be around for long. And I would say, if you could know in your fair weather, which is the right time, who are the people you should shun, it would be better. You don't have to go through this experience. So I mean, I would be more mindful of how I interact with people. Am I negative for somebody? Actually not. Everything happened for the good. So what happened? Possibility thinking. Why possibility thinking? Because every day there was a challenge. So you had to think positive for next day. Think of some action you will take to improve your health. Think for some consultation. And the alternate was to die, and that was not an option. So you could not quit on the outcome. So one thing which I learned, that when going gets tough, why tough gets going? Because you know that outcome is, you cannot compromise on the outcome, because you know you have to give it your best every time, every moment. And you know that uh, you can change the plan, but you can't change the results. You try some treatment, it works, it does not, you try something else the other day, and you have to remain positive, because there's no scope of skepticism, mistrust, or not. And what has happened is that I've become more calmer, I've become more humble. I mean, in my own trip, I would be kind of maybe less respectful to people before, which I am not now. Has my behavior towards people changed? Yeah, mentally, sure. Physically, I might still be not change so much. But yes, every time I feel I spoke loud, every time I think that I have kind of not been fair to people, next very moment, I think, oh, I should have been actually grateful to that person. Why? Because if I now fight with somebody, I have a conflict with somebody, well, in a minute or 2 minutes or 3 minutes of that conflict, or that conversation, I say to myself, hey, you are having this conflict because you are alive, and it's better to be alive uh, and fighting maybe. So be grateful that you're alive, and the fight is not worth it. So I can get to this outcome very, very fast. It wasn't so before. And as they say, what makes you tough when going gets tough? Well, these are the things. And what actually helped? My faith in my God, and my faith in that power beyond all of us, and my connection to that, actually the most, my family. My wife, she's been the biggest support system in this period, and she's been around to deal with all what was going on physically, mentally, emotionally, financially, to deal with things which I couldn't at times. In what I meant to say, that as far as management of that was concerned, my kids. And in the process, we found some truly amazing people. I don't know where they came from. I didn't know many of them. In fact, I didn't know any of the doctors before, except one maybe. And there were so many people who came to my life. Now I feel only to help me get cured. And they contributed in any small or large way. It helped. It helped a connection, a reference to a doctor, to a facility, to a medicine, to availability of that. Yeah, and thank God for the doctors and the medical staff in the world. We are living in COVID times, but I felt that I have some excellent experience and I worked on that advice. Gratitude for everything I had because I read some wonderful books. One of them is The Magic by Rhonda Bryan. I read Bhagavad Gita, which is like a mythological times book, book for life. I can recommend to everybody. Secret by Rhonda Byrne, which talks about law of attraction and attracting positive thinking, attractive right things to you. And I think I attracted all positive energy. Some financial resources, some savings did help, and my friends, my true friends. In fact, if I really, really look back, I feel very, very grateful because I feel these guys created a shield of a physical shield and a mental shield around me. Physical, that they were taking me around. They were with me, many of them, many times. I was very lucky, if you may think so. But and then they created a positive mental sheet. They will be like always encouraging, always inquiring right things, always trying to help me find a solution, be with me in part of the journey. And I remember each of them. You don't know them, so I don't know if my taking names will help, but yes, they know who they are, and they've been very, very helpful. A lot of prayers and positive energy did help me. Uh, and you know what? I don't know. At times, fear crept into me. What if this happened? What if that happens? But I somehow kind of convinced myself that I'm going to be fine. And I even put dates. I put dates, okay, by this date, I would get this done. By this date, I would be fit and fine, running around. By this date, I'll start working in. And to be honest, most of the things happened around that. So I thought that that possibility thinking, the positive thinking has to be. You maybe have had a very severe fever, a job loss, or you missed a year of a school and you felt like that, or a college, or you kind of missed your best company in which you thought you could work. I would say think possibility, think what more can be done, think what is left for you to do to reach there. And that's what I learned in the process. I would just say that that possibility thinking is helping me now dealing with everything I deal in life. And well, I mean, that's what. And if I now describe what I do, I still work 12, 14, 16 hours a day. I have no symptoms. I'm absolutely fine. I'm leading an excellent life. I have had, like in last 2.5 years, 20 foreign travels. I don't know how many travels in the country. I'm reaching out to people. I'm working on projects. I'm working, putting my best on whatever I'm doing. And I'm grateful that I'm able to do that. I'm grateful that things did not stop midway. And now I feel that I have a larger responsibility because a lot of people work to save my life. And I feel it is my responsibility to reach out to more and more people and tell them that don't quit. Don't quit on your dreams. Don't quit on when you feel sad. Don't quit when you feel uh, somebody's cheated. Don't feel when you have less money. Don't quit when you feel you're down and out. Don't uh, quit when you have a conflict situation. Well, that too shall pass, and you would be the champion, and we would be here to hear your story. What have I become in the process? My blood group is O positive. My DNA is B positive. My friends are all of you, or everybody around the world. I have no competition, no enemies. My average working hours is 12 a day. Average sleep is 6 hours a day. Energy level very high. What is my purpose of life? Is to reach out to millions of people and enable them to enable others. It's been great talking to you. I'm looking forward to hear your stories.